A name appears on your screen. One line, small and ordinary, cracks open a door that once took everything to close. Your chest tightens. Your thoughts sprint. Your thumb hovers. Do not mistake this for a message. This is a trumpet call from the past, and the first command is not answer. It is, be still. Long ago, under a canvas of storm and stars, an emperor wrote to himself by lamplight. Legions slept. The world demanded decisions. He turned inward and wrote the law of his own mind. Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. If you forget this, a single vibration can rule you. If you remember, 1,000 voices cannot move you from your place. The message glows. Your heart argues for haste. Yet Stoicism begins where haste ends, at the doorway of the pause. The pause is not a trick to wound another. It is a ritual to protect yourself. It clears the water before you drink. It settles the dust before you breathe. It lets the mind take its rightful throne. A parable. A magistrate receives 2 petitions in the night, one of flattery, one of fear. His young clerk demands an instant answer. The magistrate pours water into 2 bowls. He stirs ash into one and leaves the other untouched. Which would you drink? The clear one, the clerk says. Then learn to let the ash fall, the magistrate answers. So with feeling. So with reply, begin with breath. 12 slow cycles. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Name what is present. I feel pulled. I feel seen. I feel afraid to lose what I've finally rebuilt. By naming, you narrow. Vague storms become clouds you can map. Seneca leans in from the quiet shelf. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Imagination will build a cathedral from a single, hey. Reality asks for evidence. Reality asks, what does this message actually say? What has their behavior actually shown? Content. Is it specific, accountable, human, or vague, casual, low-cost? Timing. Is it late, lonely, and convenient, or careful, consistent, considered? History. Do words and weeks agree? Do actions and apologies match? Detector. In what condition are you reading this? Hungry, tired, needing rescue. The Romans did not bargain under fever. Epictetus adds the iron rail. No man is free who is not master of himself. Write, don't send. Empty the first reply into a private note. Trauma drains when it has a safe floor. Invert the roles. If a friend showed you this message and this past, what would you advise them? Rehearse the rejection of urgency. Say aloud, this can wait until tomorrow. Let your nervous system hear the order. Return to virtue. Ask, is what I want to say honest, kind, and aligned with my standards, or just a way to stop a feeling? Understand, the pause is not silence as weapon. It is silence as whetstone. You are sharpening judgment. You are checking the weight of your yes. A second parable. A potter pulls a vessel too soon from the kiln. It looks perfect, then warps as night cools the clay. He curses the fire. The master smiles. Not the fire. The timing. When you answer from heat, you bend your own container. Better to be whole and late than cracked and quick. Attention is access. Replying is admitting someone into your present. Not everyone who could enter should. Clarity is kindness. If you choose to respond later, you do not owe performance. You owe truth shaped by calm. Pace is power. Whoever owns the tempo owns the tone. Let the phone ring in your pocket. Let your values answer first. You may feel a pull to vindicate yourself, to display your glow-up, to show you are no longer broken, but nothing announces your healing like not needing to announce it. The most persuasive message is the life you live off-screen. Marcus returns, steady as the heartbeat of the drums. You have power over your mind. Your mind is the capital city. Its streets must remain clear for duty, purpose, and peace. Do not allow a casual knock to parade through it unescorted. What then, practically, should you do tonight? Delay to daylight. Decisions love the sun. Sleep lowers the volume of fantasy. Decide your domain. Are you in a season of rebuilding? Then protect the scaffolding. Are you open to a new trial? Then name the rules, draft your minimums. If you reply tomorrow, it will be brief, kind, boundary first. If you do not, it will be because silence serves truth better than speech. If the past presses, remember, urgency is the costume of impulse. Peace never shouts. Peace requests an appointment. I will not answer to escape discomfort. I will answer or refrain to express character. If they deserve the courtyard, you will open it at dawn. If they do not, your gate will stay closed without bitterness, without spectacle. The candle gutters. The rain resolves to mist. The phone lies face down outside the citadel of your attention. Inside, the throne is occupied. By you. The night has passed. The message still waits unopened, unanswered. But you unchanged, you woke, and the world did not end. The silence did not break you. That is the first proof of strength, because power is not loud. It is not the sound of victory. It is the stillness of command. Marcus Aurelius ruled millions, yet wrote as though he were a servant to one thing. Discipline of mind, he wrote. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. He did not write those words from comfort, but from war, from disease, from betrayal, from nights when silence was heavier than any sword. You too now stand in that silence. Someone reached out, and every impulse within you wants to reach back. But before you do, you must take the measure of them, and the measure of yourself. First, what do they seek? Is it reconciliation or reassurance? Because those are not the same. A person seeking reconciliation comes with humility, accountability, and clarity. A person seeking reassurance comes with nostalgia and fear. The Stoics taught that every act reveals its source. If their message was vague, casual, half-hearted, it came not from courage, but from curiosity, and curiosity cannot rebuild what character once destroyed. Ask yourself, what do they want from me? Healing or control? The answer will define the path ahead. Second, what has changed? Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. So measure their change not by emotion, but by mastery. Are they the same soul that left you in silence? Do they speak of lessons learned or simply of missing you? A missing heart feels. A growing heart acts. Do not confuse the ache of loneliness for the work of virtue. If they cannot name what they've learned, if they cannot show how they've changed, they are not reaching forward, they are reaching backward, and you cannot walk backward into peace. Third, what do you risk by replying? Not every reply costs the same. Some cost sleep, others cost dignity. Before you press send, weigh the price. The Stoics did not refuse pleasure or love, they simply refused slavery to it. Seneca wrote, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. So write the scene your imagination paints. They reply, they're kind, the spark returns. Then write the other one. They fade again and you feel the echo of loss a second time. Which story teaches virtue? Which repeats pain? If your peace feels fragile, guard it. If your strength feels new, protect it. You owe no one access to the empire you bled to build. Fourth, what standard do you stand on? Marcus Aurelius ruled not from whim but from principle. He had his inner citadel, a set of unbreakable rules to return to when emotion clouded the mind. What are yours? Do you respond only when words are clear and actions align? Do you refuse conversations born from guilt or convenience? Do you choose self-respect over temporary comfort? Write them down. Speak them aloud. Let them become law, because emotion forgets but principle remembers, and you cannot live with peace if you keep breaking your own laws. Fifth, what does virtue require of you now? Virtue is not coldness. It is precision, it is responding. Not reacting, it is speaking, not spilling, it is standing. Even when your heart kneels, maybe virtue says, say nothing, maybe it says, reply with grace. Without surrender. Virtue is not about what feels good now, but what will still feel right tomorrow. You do not need revenge. You need resolution. You do not need to prove you've moved on. The stillness proves it for you. Your restraint is louder than any confession. The Stoics never promised that detachment would be painless. They only promised it would make you free. To be free is not to walk away from people. It is to walk toward your principles. It is to say, I wish you well, but I will not trade my peace to revisit your chaos. You are no longer the person waiting for their message. You are the one deciding whether the message deserves an answer. And that is the turning point of every life, the shift from chasing validation to commanding respect. Your reply, or your silence, will be your signal to the universe. I am no longer moved by what once ruled me. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Let that be your compass. If the reply is not born of virtue, it is not worth sending. If the silence preserves your peace, it is the wisest speech of all. So before you answer, breathe once more. Read the message again, not with the eyes of longing, but with the eyes of sovereignty.